Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. How's everyone? Today is June 18th, 2018, and the time is 4:45 p.m. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers on YouTube. I love YouTube because it gives such a great platform for everyone to speak out their mind. And I have a message here. Sorry guys, I had a message. So I've heard a lot about other YouTubers, about Lesandros killers today being in court, and I felt like everyone had a say and everything that they have opinionated about. I seem to like it, especially. I'm going to name Erica Fuller because she's one that I've been following and she's really good. She's really good. I must say that she keeps up to date with Lesandro Guzman Feliz since day one. And the reason why I look so much like this is because I've been crying my eyes out. I've felt this also. Like so many YouTubers have said, they have felt this tragedy and what has happened to this 15-year-old boy who got killed in the Bronx June 20th of 2018 by gang members called the Trinitarios. It's supposed to be a Dominican gang. I'm so saddened by what has occurred today in court. It is so sad. I saw clippings of it, but I do not, I don't really, I don't have a TV right now because my TV, of course, is not like cable. I don't have any cable, so but I've been seeing it here on YouTube and a lot of the updates. And in one of the clips that they showed, it shows one of the gang members is like having this smirk, like both of the suspects, or not suspects but the killers, are having such a smirk on their face, like like they have pride in what they did. And I don't understand. I don't understand the kids of today. And these are not even kids, these are actually adults. I do not consider these men who killed this 15-year-old boy, they're not kids, they're adults. They're 21, 25, and the head leader, who is the mastermind of all of this, is even older. Like, I think he's supposed to be like 25 or 26 or 27. That's an adult. I was shocked by how the courts can permit these killers to smile in front of, and to even, like, I think that one of them was rapping. It looked like he was rapping a song or was doing some kind of gesturing of rapping. And I just felt like that's what he was doing, and I'm horrified. No mother should have to go through what this mother is going through. Her 15-year-old son was machete to death, and yet they have the audacity to have the smirk on their face. They have the audacity to even gesture anything towards what they have done. It's like they have taken pride in what they have done. And it's so sad. Like I said, our kids today have no feelings. They have no morals. They have no standards. And I'm not talking about all kids. Not all kids are like that. Kids like Lesandro, there still are kids like that. Mothers and fathers, parents who are good parents, who try to raise their children good and not in not in gangs, and try to put their kids in programs. Unfortunately, this child, every time I see the videos of him gesturing, help me, call 911, it just gets worse each day as each day goes by. And I see that because I want updates, and I want to YouTube as well and give my opinion. I get upset. But not only that, I start questioning God. I start questioning why. Why? He was so close to the hospital, yet nobody helped him. He was so close. And when I see that, I get even more upset because, here are people who are trying to, I don't know what they're doing, but it's definitely not helping him at all. It was not even no one there to even carry the boy to from the hospital, which was just so close. None of this needed to happen. They also keep saying that it was mistaken identity. I, for one, don't think that the boy even looks close to Lesandro. Not even close to Lesandro. I also feel that I don't know what they're waiting for to make justice for that young lady who set Lesandro up. If she had not asked Lesandro for $5, I don't know who the heck asked him to take those $5. If it had not been for her, because she's the one who masterminded all of this and created all of this drama, that wouldn't have happened. Supposedly, now that I have found out information, and I can't even talk of how upset I was when I saw those clips of the court. I can't even talk. That's how upset I am. And when I get upset, it's like I feel like crying, bawling my eyes out, just like right now, because it upsets me to no end. How can you be so cold and go to that courtroom knowing and yet pleading not guilty for a crime you know that you committed, where everyone was busy recording, okay? Where everyone was busy not helping Lesandro. They were too busy recording. And these were more than 5, I should say, more than 8. These are grown men. Even the man who shouted out, "Mamo, recójalo tigre, recójalo tigre." And the girl, that's that same girl. I'm almost positively sure that that girl that said, "Ay, papi, chulo." I'm sure that she's one of them, because if she saw it go down, I'm sure that she saw it when Lesandro went to the hospital, or even gesturing, because there were plenty of people. There were nobody there to help Lesandro, but there were plenty of assholes who were out there filming. Okay, there were plenty of assholes out there filming. Okay, plenty of them. I'm from New York, so if you want to go, if I go to New York, you can come and kick my ass for what I said. But the whole neighborhood failed that child. The whole neighborhood. And the mother is nice enough even to talk to any of you. She's nice enough to even face you guys. I don't know how she does it on a daily basis, because I am upset over the fact that now everybody wants to chant justice for Lesandro, justice for Lesandro, but nobody helped him out. And I will keep on voicing this because I keep saying the same thing over and over again, and I'm not sorry for it. That's the thing, that I'm not sorry for it. Coming from New York, and I am a Dominican, I am upset at my people, that my people didn't go and help their own kind, that they didn't help. And usually, Dominicans are real fighters. I mean, now we know how badass they are, that they've even formed a gang. That's how badass they are. They are known and notorious for not helping one another. In a time like this, now they're notorious for not helping no one. You did nothing. And I blame the Dominicans just as well as whoever were the Puerto Ricans, just Latinos in general. I just blame that whole block there, because they could have done something instead of recording that. And when Junior was pleading for help, nah, as you go through this video, you're hearing things that you didn't hear before. No, auxilio. And nobody helped that poor child. I'm saying this because I have nieces and nephews, and I have a great granddaughter. I will not mention their names because I'm not going to put them in jeopardy at all. I'll put myself in jeopardy because I don't have any kids, but I'm not going to put them in jeopardy. But it's a shame that now that everything has happened, everybody wants justicia, when in fact, the justicia should have been done when that child was asking for auxilio. when that child was gesturing and that he was bleeding to death, and that everyone there was a coward. The Bronx that day on June 20th was the most quietest block ever. Unbelievable. The most quietest block ever. I have never seen, and I have lived in the Bronx. I have lived in the Bronx. I have lived in Harlem. I have lived in all those neighborhoods. But the Bronx that night was so quiet. Not one person, even the CNAs that were there, they didn't help. Unbelievable. Even CNAs were out there and they didn't cooperate. They didn't participate in trying to help Lesandro. And they knew that they took him out. When they took him out, they were there and they were walking hand in hand. Okay? I saw the video. So little things like that you don't capture when you see a video at first. You can capture many things. And I don't know if whether they catch that man saying, saca los tigres de ahí. Los tigres ahora están presos. Y me alegro que estén presos. Porque es estúpido. Están, tú sabes, se están poniendo como inocentes. Cuando todo el mundo vio todo en el video. Todo el mundo vio los videos, como el niño estaba sufriendo y como ellos cogieron el machete y lo machetaron como no sé cuántas veces, como hay gente que dicen que son seis puñaladas, son machetazos o más de 6 machetazos. No sé cómo una persona puede contar los machetazos, pero contarlo y todavía no hacen nada. Entonces los machetazos fueron mucho más interesantes que salvando una vida. Okay? So I am totally upset because, if I were in that position, I tell you, I have very low tolerance. If I was in that mother's position, I wouldn't be talking to any of you out there, actually. I don't care how many candles are out there. I wouldn't be talking to any of you. But she's a good person. She's humble. That's why. And it was true what Erica said. She's a humble person. She's a good-hearted person. Has no malicia. Ella no tiene malicia. In her heart, she has no bad. She has no hatred. She looks to God. And that's what's fortifying her to keep up every day. And it's so sad. When in the courts, they plead themselves not guilty. They're a bunch of fools, like one YouTuber says. Stupid move. And I don't know who their lawyer is, but I'm sure it's from court lawyers, because I think these assholes, I don't think they even can afford. They're so low life. And they really are. I'm that kind of a person that I opinionate and I actually say things, and probably I don't know what I'm saying. And that's why I probably don't have any commentators, because a lot of people don't like people who are so opinionated. And because of that, you can get into trouble. I don't give a shit. I'm that kind of a person. And so when you have people who are pleading not guilty, knowing that you are guilty of the crime, and such cowards that you're so coward that you can't even say that you're guilty. You don't even have a mind of your own to think, well, if I plead guilty, I'm going to get more prison time. If you do your time, dumb assholes, I just want you to know, if you do your time, you might get a break. And if you're really good, you might get a break, But you're stupid. And I hope that you see this video. I really hope that they show them this video of me saying, hey, son unos balsas de estúpidos. Oye, son bien estúpidos porque se pusieron inocentes y todo el mundo sabe, el mundo entero sabe lo que ustedes hicieron. Y ustedes riéndose, Dios lo va a castigar, porque sí tiene que haber un Dios que tiene que poner sus manos en esto. Tiene que haber, porque no, mira, I don't think the police have finished in what they have done. I have so many opinions. I don't think that the police have finished their job. I don't think that they have really looked into really what happened to that child. Nobody will ever know, but at least that mother, let's not say us, because we really, we don't, for her peace of mind, I think that everyone should be held accountable for what happened to Junior that night. And I'm talking about the people that were recording. I'm talking about that asshole who was saying, de los tigres, sacan los tigres. That one, the bodeguero, most definitely. I know that a lot of YouTubers have said, oh, well, if we were in that situation, I would be scared too. But we're not talking about, like when you pretend, we're not talking about you being scared. It's about you saving that child, and a 15-year-old child who had no idea what was happening to him. You could have shut that door. You could have shut that door. There were so many objects where you could have thrown even milk. You could have thrown vinegar. You could have thrown salt. You could have. There's so many things you could have done. And yes, and probably we are wrong in saying that because we weren't in that situation. And sometimes when you are in a situation, I know I have been in situations where I was robbed. Okay, I was robbed, and my purse was taken away from me. But I fought. I fought hard. I fought really hard, and even though I know that I was hit, I wasn't getting beaten down because I wasn't about to let that guy, to take my purse, even though he took it. But I fought. He took it, but he didn't take it without a fight, and that's what I'm trying to say. You don't go out without a fight. And that child, Lesandro, like I said before, such an intelligent boy. I don't know how he had the will to get up and just take himself to his hospital. I don't know. I don't think I would have been able to do it, but he's wanted to live that badly. He wanted his life so badly, and apparently apparently when he wanted to live his life, apparently it wasn't such a bad life because apparently he wanted it so badly. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. But Junior, we're going to make it happen for you. These YouTubers here are not just talking just BS because they want ratings or because they want views. No. And look, Lesandro, if it even helps you, I have no views and I don't give a shit, because what I'm here is to, bring out a message is that we need to stop looking at our cell phones and we need to take care of our children. It seems that we have replaced cell phones for family values. It seems that we have replaced cell phones. We are living in a cell phone world, and where we have no morals, no standards, no respect, no empathy for life, for human life, regardless if it's just a dog. Even a dog has more empathy, more sympathy, more compassion for life than us humans. And it's very sad. We live in our daily basis looking at our phones. And yes, don't tell me I'm contradicting myself, because if I see a crime, if I see something happening, you best believe I am not going to sit and just film. If I film it, it'll be after the fact. It'll be after the fact because, in regards to children, I am so highly sensitive. I am so for children. I am so proactive on children and so proactive on dogs and on animal cruelty. I am so up on that when you go to my page on Facebook, really, I am so onto that. Like if a child is lost, I go and post it on Facebook. If a child has been brutally beaten or abused or has been killed, I bring it up. I even have Lesandro on my Facebook page. I have him on my Mawipa social media. I have him on my page because I care. I don't care about. I care about bringing the up-to-date social media on whatever's happening, events, whether it be politically, I'm not a political person, or whether it be, current events. This has taken, Lesandro's case has taken up almost all of social media, and the people that want to participate in bringing news and good content is good. That some people just don't want it just for ratings, but just to bring out an opinion or bring out a message that we need to stop looking at our cell phones. We need to help our children. We need to save our children. We need to save them from gangs, and we need to show our children that gangs are not good. They're not your mother. They're not your father. They're not your family. Because when they need to kill you and you don't have anything to bring onto the table, or if you do something that is not good, or you snitch, or whatever the case may be, they will come after you. They will kill you. Unfortunately, this child was not in a gang. Unfortunately, he was, like they say, a mistaken identity. Yet, I come to find that the very same boy that has been mistaken identity, I believe, I just believe, I'm not saying that this is a true fact, is that he visited his mom's house. I don't know if it's the same boy, but apparently whoever it is, she felt betrayed. She felt betrayed over, knowing that some of the kids that Lesandra was hanging out with were not really friends, but traitors. It's so sad, but I don't know that as a fact. But I do believe even the girl who knew him, now that is a fact, because she did know who Lesandra was. So that is a fact that she also is a traitor. She totally took him to the jungle to have the lions eat him up. And so, it's so sad people that you personally know betray you in such a way. Also, on another subject that I also heard a YouTuber say about celebrities and the platform that they have, and which is true, if you are going so hard on a certain county or a certain city, you should be able to really go forth and at least show that you care about your neighborhood and what goes on in your neighborhood. Like you said, Jennifer Lopez is one of them, and I have that. I'm a fan of hers, and she's good. She's good. She's a good singer, and she's a good dancer. I mean, I gotta admit it. But she does go hard on the Bronx, like Jenny on the Block. Jenny on the Block. You need to put that Jenny on the Block and have it to good use. And yes, we're saying that because this is a poor child and I'm saying poor because not poor in that he was poor in money wise. No, I'm talking about his life, that it was cut short, and due to the fact that gang members macheted him. What can you do to make it better? Well, make your community better. Show that, you can make a community better by giving to the community back. Because that's the only way I can possibly think that you can do so much. And yeah, you can make it better because you have the platform to do that. And instead of saying Jenny on the Block, you should really try hard in trying to figure out how you can help the Bronx, how you can really go hard on Jenny on the Block and go hard on the Bronx by giving back to the community. Okay, because you're from there, you were raised there, you grew up there. Unfortunately, there are many celebrities, and this is what bothers me the most. Here we have a celebrity, and you have fans going, oh yeah, they buy everything for, from what, from your brand or whatever. And people go really hard. They're like, yeah, I want to get this, I want to get that. And, and these celebrities have support, and they have all the support from their fans. But when it But when it's the other way around, they show no support. And that's what I tell people, you idolize and buy these products from celebrities, and you're making them rich, and you're making them richer, and you're making yourself poorer. And they are the kind of people who, they want you to follow them. They want you to support their product. They want you to support their music. They want you to support their music. Their movies. They want you to support what they stand for. Well, you know what? I haven't seen that one celebrity, except for Cardi B. I must add, I have to say Cardi B pulled through. I haven't seen not one, and not that I know of. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm talking about, celebrities. And I'm not just talking about one or two. I'm talking about several that I have not seen the shown of support for Lesandro. As a matter of fact, if you really want support, celebrities, you really should go out and support mothers and fathers who have lost their child in in horrible and horrific ways. Yeah, we saw Trayvon, and everybody was chanting for Trayvon, and I'm happy for that, because we also should make a dedication murals for all of those who were either gunned down by cops, were killed by gangs, or horrific ways. You understand? We really should go out there and support. Because no matter what, I feel like I'm supporting because I'm giving my opinion. Though I'm not giving my dollars, and though I'm not out there physically, supporting, but I do support Lesandro's justice. I do support it. I support it in every kind of way because I want updates. I want I want the Bronx to be a better community where people and children can be safe and walk in their neighborhoods and play in their neighborhood and not having to look behind them. What will be next for that child? For the next child, what will happen? Will the same thing happen as did with Lesandro? Unfortunately, people, we need to step up. We need to step up and stop also celebrating and, supporting celebrities who do not support, your community. If they come from a community, why aren't they there supporting Lesandro and what has happened? Why aren't they supporting his mother, his father, especially his father, who I have not spoken about his father, and it's true. His father's always left out, but I also sense that his father has stayed very quiet, very silent, because he is mourning in silence, and many people have ways of mourning. I feel so sorry for the mother who had to go today to court and had to see these assholes smirking, smiling, rapping, or whatever it is that they were doing. I tell you, Lesandro's mother, you don't stand alone. You do not stand alone. All these YouTubers here trying to get the message across to stop using your cell phones when you see somebody in a bad situation, or you see a child 14, 15, 13, 12, 9, 10. If you see a child in danger and their life is in danger, put down your damn cell phones. If you're going to put it on, please call 911. And I know that gang members are taking over the neighborhood, but we as a community can fight that. We as a community can lower the rates of our children becoming gang members by being more aware of where your children are at, what your children are doing, who they're hanging around with. Apparently, this child, Lesandro, was a very good kid. I don't care what anybody tells me. That child did not need to die. I don't care what anybody tells me. His life did not need to be cut short. I don't care what anybody tells me about that it was mistaken identity. Shit, if it was fucking a mistaken identity, you knew the boy. You knew the boy. How can the heck can it be, mistaken identity? And then again, I also urge, that they have something be done about the girl, because she's the one who created all of this. If it not have been for her and that video that her boyfriend leaked, girl, you need to be behind bars just like all of them. And those cops, I'm gonna say it, they need to search the Dominican Republic and need to bring those boys that are out there, living in the islands of the Dominican Republic. They need to bring them here, and then we need to serve justice for Junior. Now that he's not here, and we want to chant so badly about how we need to have justice for Junior. Well, come on, Dominican people, make a change. Latinos, get together, unite. Okay? Make this a chain. A chain. Not a change. We need to change, but we also need to make a chain of reaction. That this should no longer happen to a 14-year-old, 15-year-old child. It should happen to no child. No mother, no father should bury their child at that age. Lesandro had so many things going for him, and yet no one in the neighborhood helped him that night. So all of that chanting about justice for Lesandro is too late. We need to stand up and react when we see things going on in our neighborhood. We need to gather together and beat the shit out of people who are hurting our children, who are actually hurting our children, who are killing our children. Gang members don't need to take our children away from us, because one was already taken away. And it took that one life to make people realize that the Bronx needs a change. It really does. It needs to change, and we need to stop idolizing these celebrities if they're not supporting our neighborhoods. Like, support. I'm not talking about bringing on money celebrities, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actual support. Like, like show up, support, okay? Do something. And if yes, you're going to do something with your money, because it is your money. I have no right to tell anyone how to use their money. But if you are going to do it, and you don't want the credit for it, you don't want it to be out there, just do it. Just do it, and that's it. In order for somebody to support your causes and your brands and your shows and your music and your this, you need to show support on your fans. You need to show support on your community, because those are the people who are having you up there. Okay, it's not by the magic of I don't know who that has you up there. It's just not by luck. No, it's by the people, your community, the people. Okay, and we need to stand up to these gangs. They need to stop taking our children away. They need to stop taking our children away. We need to stop being in our cell phones. Okay, we need to do. And I hope that the stupid assholes that are in prison, I hope that they have an eternity of nightmares for the rest of their days. That the smirk that they have today will become filled with tears. And that you're so stupid. I'm sorry to say it, because I know that I'm getting into trouble for this, but you're dumb as shit. And I'm not sorry for it. Okay? I'm not. And I go, my condolences, my heart goes out to you. Alejandra, my heart goes out to you. I hope that God protects you. I hope that que Dios te dé fortaleza hoy. And it's going to be a month on the 20th that she is not going to see her son. Okay, guys, think about that. She's not going to ever see her son again, and it will be a month that she hasn't seen her son. So please, let's unite. Latinos, let's unite. Don't let these things happen again. And if you see something, speak up. If you see something and you don't want to really get involved by calling the police. That's what they're there for. Have a good day, everyone. I hope to have more updates. Actually, I'm not really a great YouTuber, but you know what? I just felt like I needed to, this is like an outlet for me. Like, who cares? Nobody's watching. I really don't. but it's an outlet for me. And if you have any comments, you can leave comments. You could say whatever you want on my page. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Don't be afraid to leave a comment on my page. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. It's your choice. If you want to subscribe to my page, you may do so. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. God bless. And I love all of you. Okay? Bye.